Okay, welcome back to the channel. Hi, my name is Mike, and today for the Easy Woodworking project, we have a plant stand for you. Now, you can put 3 plants on this. This is the tops here and the bottom piece, and these would be the legs right here. Okay, we're not going to need too much. I'm using about a 2-inch screw and then a little bit of glue. You'll probably need some clamps to kind of help you set this and kind of hold it together. And then a couple extra pieces I've cut to just to kind of use it to brace this thing whenever you get ready. I'll show you here in a minute. It wouldn't hurt to cut a couple more the exact same size. Okay, let's start out with just putting the stand part together. The first small one we have here is 10 and a half inches. No, it's 10 inches. So it'd be 10 inches long by the 1.5 by 1.5. So these are cut out 2x4s, so each one of these are 1.5 by 1.5. Okay, but the smallest one is 10 inches long. And then we have the next one up. It's 16 inches long, 1.5 by 1.5, and we have a 21 inches from here up, you know, for 1.5, 1.5. I went ahead and pre-drilled. I like doing my pre-drilling. Makes the job go a lot better, a lot easier when you get it pre-drilled. I put some marks on it. Now what I did is to get the height of this, and we're going to see here in a minute because I have to start kind of putting it together. When I get it together, you're going to see what I'm talking about. The first thing is I measure from the bottom up here, and then I put a center mark 7 inches. So each one of these, even the 21 inch, it comes up 7 inches to a center mark. The 16 inch does the same thing. And then of course you find the center. 1.5 is 3/4 by 3/4, so it'll be 3/4 of an inch. So you'll find the center from that. So 7 inches from the bottom up, 3/4 inch would be your center. Okay. Now these are going to be the cross braces. These are going to be the ones they're going to kind of like I guess, see, I got it pre-drilled this way, so they're going to connect like a T. Okay. The real small one here, the smallest one we have is 5.5 inches by 1.5 by 1.5. And then we have a 7 inches long, 1.5 by 1.5. Now you just find the center on a 7 inch. You find the center of it, so it'd be 7 inches would be 3.5 inches. So you find the center 3.5 inches, and then the center 1.5 is 3/4 of an inch. I hope I said all these 3/4 of an inch. I think, yeah. Okay, so we do want to pre-drill this one. Now, if you like, you can kind of just start putting it together and then do all your drilling that way. I still like to make sure all my center marks are done. So the first two ones you want to set up will be the 16 inch and 21 inch. And of course you want to make sure that you set them up this way where the center mark down is 7 inches, okay? Because that's the way it's going to set. So one's going to set this way and one's going to set this way. It doesn't matter if you put them this way or if you turn them this way. Okay, just as long as your center hole is out. Okay, because now I made the center holes a little bit deeper because I'm going to end up putting plugs in them. So, okay, so I got these all marked out. Now what I did, I laid it down, I took my time, and I did a little marking so I'll know where everything goes back. So it's something like a puzzle. So every time you build something like this, you know, you want to mark things and make sure that you can, you know, that you're going to be able to put it together later once you get your measurements and everything done. So what I do, I put little marks like on the ends here, all the way around, and sometimes I'll put like a little number or a letter or something like that, and then that'll go with the next piece of wood. So now this one has a little arrow, and on this side has a little V. So what I got to do is find out where I got. So I have the arrow here. So this one's going to go on this side. So we want to turn it for the arrow like this. So I have 2 little arrows. Okay. And now on this side I have 2 of them's a V, and they'll just match up just like this. Okay. So that's what it's going to kind of look like. Kind of weird looking H. Okay. So let's go ahead and start with this one. I'm going to put some glue on this one. Now you don't have to make this just out of pine. I did 2x4s with it. This is made out of a oh, it's a 2 by 12 is what that one's made on. I cut it down, but you don't have to have it. I think that's 1 inch thick. I'll let you know here in just a second. Let's go ahead and get these, the bottom part put together first. 2 inches should be long enough. You got 2 1/4, and that's what you have. That'd be fine too. Use it. Tight. So make sure you get them pretty flush here. Now, if you don't get a perfect cut, don't worry about them. You can come back and run your sander over these and sand these, because what I'm going to do with mine, I'm going to paint this. I'll show you at the end of it. But if it's not perfect here, just don't worry about that. Just come back and sand this off, and it'll just come out. It'll come out fine. Okay, now we got this piece here. Now, what I did, how I got this put together. Excuse me. What I said is, I cut extra pieces, so it's an extra 7-inch piece, and what I did is stick them in here like this. I put a clamp on that, and that allowed me to hold this centerpiece while I got to pre-drill the holes. You see what I'm saying? So I just kind of put it like this. So it kind of helps out a lot. You can make more of them and put them down here if you like, but I put the clamp across here and clamp that together so it'll be a lot easier, you know, trying to pre-drill it than it's just to hold these two. Because if you're out there holding just, you know, you're doing this, it just kind of wobbles all over the place. So it's a lot easier to kind of get it on the table and get it flat. Okay, now the next one, let's see, let's get these out of it. This is the 10-inch one, and then I have a 5 1/2 centerpiece. So I did the same thing, and I made those things, but I also made a couple extra of these, and I'll show you here. So if I'm going to put that in there, I would do, I think I put a 7-inch in there. This one here. This one here had the 7-inch because I changed it. And I did something like this. Okay. So first thing we're going to do is turn it upside down and get the other one on first. So I need to turn this way. Okay. And then I got my marking as my Y, like this. And then I put another one here, and then you put one kind of back here. It's a little bit longer than, that's a little bit higher. This one's a little higher for some odd reason. It's all right. We'll just work it this way. I'll go ahead and put some glue in that. Okay, I get some glue into it, and then just go ahead and put it up there. Kind of help you hold it, something like this. But once you get it pre-drill, if you pre-drill these, that screw will fall right in place. It'll go right down in there, so you won't have that kind of problem if you pre-drill these. Okay, just like that. So now we got this one. Make sure it's straight because you're gonna have to come back and check it because you don't want it to be crooked. And then we got this, the 10-inch one I got to put on now. So I can put one of these up here, and then the 10-inch can go like this, and it'll give me something to hold down on, like that. So let's put some glue up here. Okay. Move these out of the way. Turn it a little bit so you can see it. And then stick it right here. I have my markings. This one here has like a little 0 on it, like a little circle, and the other side has a little arrow on it. So it kind of keeps me. Oh, I got it backwards. See, I'm getting ready to do it myself. It goes this way. See, there we go. There we go. See that? I was getting ready to put it upside down. Oh boy, would have been a day. I'm telling you, would have been a day. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. You're gonna be able to see what it looks like. Here you go. Okay. Just make sure that you get these tight, you know, and get them squared up before that glue sets. Because when that glue sets, you're not going to be able to move them again. So if you want, you could go ahead and take a little square and go through it like this. And just kind of get a little idea where it's at. A little square in this corner. A little square here. Square there. So mine looks pretty good there. So we're not going to go perfect on it, but this would be a good chance now before you would actually stick this thing together to, if you want to paint this, sand it up really good, and then you can install it on your disc. Now what I did to the disc is this is a 1 inch thick. These boards are made by 1 by 12. What I did, I stuck 2 of them together, I glued them, and then it gave me a little bit bigger board, because this is a 12-inch circle is what this is right here. And you can see, I don't know if you can see it or not, but I did put marks on them. So I have this all planned, and then also have my pre-drill here, and that's my center. That's when I did the circle, because I cut it on a bandsaw, so my circle's right there. But I did pre-drill them right here. Now if you want, you could probably make some kind of little rubber, like you can buy rubber legs and put on them. You can a little felt. I know there's a little with a Velcro, either Velcro or a felt, you know what I'm saying, you can stick on the back of these. So if you got a hardwood floor, it's not going to scratch your floor up. But you don't have to use a 1 inch material for this. Just go ahead, if you don't have it, just use your just the regular board you buy. You buy it from Lowe's, the 3/4 inch lumber. It's just as good. Now you can also do it a little bit different if you like. Just make it square. If you have problem making that circle, don't worry about it. Don't make the circle. You know what I'm saying? Just leave it out, and you know, just go ahead and make the squares. So my base is 12-inch circle, and it's a 1 inch thick. Okay. So I got everything set like this. Now the top ones, they're 1 inch too, but like I said, 3/4 fine. These are 7-inch circles. Now the reason why you get those circles, that number, is because your plants are going to go on top of it like this. Now if you go too big, because you say, well, I like to put an 8-inch circle on it, you know, make an 8-inch circle or 8-inch square. Well, your plant, you want to give it enough room through here, so you know, because your plant's not always just, you know, solid round all the way straight up. It comes out a little bit, so that kind of gives that pot, if you put a pot up this big, kind of flare out just a little bit, and then you got the top one that flares out, and this and here does. So if you make these too big and you put a bigger pot on it than what's going to fit on the top of it, then it's going to go up underneath of this plate, right underneath this one here. So that's what you got right there. Now we're not going to put all this together. I'm going to show you in just a few minutes, and we're going to sand this up, and then we're going to paint it, and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with paint and what it's going to look like at the end. So we want to make sure ours is all apart so we can get it all sanded up, make it look pretty decent, and I'm going to show you guys. So we'll be right back after we get this all sanded up and painted. Okay, this is your planter stand. This is what we built, and really nice, a little stand. I mean, it's a lot of fun. I could probably did a little bit more sanding on it, and then a little bit better paint job on it, but we wanted to get it finished so you guys can see what it looks like when it's done. And that's it. So we got some brown paint on it, and then I used linseed. I think it's no, it's Danish oil. I used Danish oil on this. Just kind of kept it a natural color down here, and then put my screws in it. But I don't have things glued, so I could take it back apart and kind of fix it up a little bit better. Put my dowel rods, my plugs in the side, and sand them down. Plugs up here needs to be done. If you're going to build these and you decide to, you know, sell them or something like that, and you want to maybe make it a little bit bigger or something like that, just remember the distance between here for each pot that you put on. Okay, because like I said, if it's too big, then it's going to stick out here, or this one here is going to stick out here, and then the pot's going to hit each other. You know what I'm saying? But use your imagination. Any kind of wood, doesn't matter, because you can paint it. You can paint these, you know, give it a color, whatever color you like. Different colors, doesn't matter. Whatever your preference is. So, okay, that's it for the little flower stand. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you have, you know, really appreciate you guys subscribe to the people that haven't subscribed to it, so you'll know what's coming up next. And really appreciate the like button. Pushing up the like button for me to help me out with the channel. So that's it for today. You guys have a great day, and thanks for watching.